The leftist international media is trying hard to influence public opinion, spreading lies about what's happening in Brazil. It is time to put these lies to rest and let you know the truth. Hello, I am Claudio Lessa, bringing you content and perspective from Brasilia, Brazil. It is November 8, exactly 9 days after the fraudulent process completely controlled and manipulated by the so-called Brazilian Electoral Court that resulted in ringleader Lula da Silva, the unconvicted criminal, narrowly defeating incumbent President Jair Bolsonaro, the overwhelming favorite. It has now been 8 days of widespread, non-stop, spontaneous popular protests all over Brazil. This man on my left holds a sign that precisely reflects the outrage of Brazilians. Lula was not elected, the sign says. Lula was designated president by the TSE, the Brazilian Electoral Court. At the same time, I'm getting information from Europe, more specifically from Switzerland and Germany, saying that the media there is treating the unconvicted genocide as the true winner of the election, that Jair Bolsonaro has conceded, and that a few undemocratic protests are being held. According to these completely false reports, the criminal regarded as the most corrupt politician in Brazilian history is bound to inherit a completely destroyed Amazon, a Brazilian totally broken economy. Once again, none of that is true. Jair Bolsonaro has not conceded and is waiting for the armed forces reports on the elections, which should become public tomorrow on November 9. Europeans, especially Swiss and Germans, must know that demonstrations against the electoral fraud are not undemocratic in just a few. They have taken over the entire country, now under a general strike. Brazilian protection of the Amazon rainforest has never been so effective, and any superficial search on Google can prove that. At the same time, the Brazilian economy is booming as opposed to most countries at this point. Deflation has been recorded in the last 3 months. Gas prices are among the lowest in the world. GDP is expected to be over 3% this year, contrary to earlier expectations of a negative percentage. Demonstrations all over Brazil have been overwhelmingly peaceful, orderly, spontaneous, with no structured leadership whatsoever. Very few exceptions have been noticed, and in all of them, the disturbance was started by the Federal Highway Police. The vast majority of Brazilians is concerned with democracy, freedom, and wanting elections that are not rigged, that can be physically audited, while repudiating this most recent example of blatant election fraud, as well as the threat of communism, the return of rampant corruption, and everything else represented by ringleader Lula da Silva and his gang of criminals. So, there you have it. It is credibility zero for the leftist-oriented European media, spreading lies like there is no tomorrow. Reporting from Brasilia, Brazil, I am Claudio Lessa. Thanks for watching.